Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand something powerful today. Your destiny is too great to be announced before its time. The world does not reward intentions, it rewards results. And the process of becoming great is often a lonely road. You see, champions are not made in the spotlight. They are forged in the dark, in the unseen hours, in the moments when no one is watching. Every great tree starts as an unseen seed, buried in the ground, hidden from the world. But just because it is hidden doesn't mean it is not growing. I want you to hear me today. Success is not something that happens by accident. It is not a product of luck or chance. Success is forged in the unseen hours, in the moments when no one is clapping for you, when no one is watching, and when the world seems silent about your progress. Every great achiever you admire, every leader who has made an impact, every innovator who has changed history, they all have one thing in common. They did their real work behind the scenes. You see, the spotlight is not where greatness is built. It is simply where greatness is revealed. The real work happens in the quiet, in the background, in the places where nobody's cheering you on. A seed does not grow in the open. It is planted deep in the soil, covered in darkness, hidden from the world. And for a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. There's no sign of progress, no evidence of growth. But beneath the surface, that seed is breaking, expanding, taking root. It is preparing for its season of manifestation. And when the time is right, it will rise not because it suddenly became great, but because it was preparing long before anyone ever saw it. Many people want the reward of success without the process of growth. They want to be recognized before they have built anything worth recognizing. But listen to me, there are no shortcuts to true success. The ones who truly make a difference are those who commit to the process even when no one is applauding them. They are the ones who keep working, keep grinding, keep pushing forward. Not because they are looking for validation, but because they understand that success is a product of consistency. The problem with many people today is that they want to announce their plans before they have executed them. They are more focused on looking successful than actually being successful. But success does not come from talking about what you will do. It comes from doing. It comes from showing up day after day in the quiet moments when there is no audience, no fanfare, no recognition. Ask yourself today, what are you doing when no one is watching? How are you spending your unseen hours and hours? Because that is where your future is being determined. The habits you build in secret will shape the results you see in public. The discipline you maintain when no one is keeping you accountable will define the level of success you experience in life. A student who studies when the class is over, when the exams are still months away, will always outperform the one who only prepares when the pressure is on. An athlete who trains in the off-season while others are relaxing will dominate when the competition begins. A leader who develops themselves when no one is paying attention will be the one who rises when the opportunity comes. That is why you must stop waiting for motivation, stop looking for approval, and start committing to the work. Grind in silence. Develop yourself when no one is asking you to. Read when no one is forcing you. Train when there is no immediate reward. Because in those moments, you are shaping the person who one day stepped into the place you have been preparing for. The truth is, you will not always see immediate results. There will be times when it feels like nothing is changing, times when it seems like your effort is going unnoticed. But remember this, just because you don't see progress does not mean progress is not happening. The strongest trees grow the deepest roots before they ever break the surface. And the work you do in the unseen hours is laying the foundation for the success you will experience later. Some of you have been grinding, working, pushing, and wondering when your moment will come. Let me encourage you, keep going. Keep pressing forward. Because the ones who stay committed, the ones who refuse to quit, the ones who work even when no one is watching, those are the ones who will rise when the time is right. Your unseen hours are shaping your future. Work in silence and let your results do the talking. Too many people today are trapped in the cycle of seeking approval. They measure their progress by how many people notice them, how many likes they get, how much applause they receive. But hear me today, true success is not built on validation. It is built on discipline. The greatest achievements in life do not come from the opinions of others. They come from the quiet decisions you make when no one is looking. Discipline is the foundation of all success. It is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is the ability to do what needs to be done, Even when you don't feel like it, even when there is no one encouraging you, and even when there is no immediate reward. Discipline means waking up early to work on your vision when everyone else is sleeping. It means putting in extra effort when no one is there to clap for you. It means staying focused when distractions are calling your name. The problem with seeking validation is that it makes you dependent on external motivation. When people applaud you, you work hard. When they don't, you slow down. But listen carefully, if your motivation is controlled by the opinions of others, you will never achieve anything lasting. Because people are inconsistent. One day they celebrate you, the next day they forget you. If you allow their approval to determine your work ethic, you will live a life of inconsistency, never truly accomplishing what you were born to do. Look at the most successful people in history. They did not wait for validation to begin their journey. They did not stop when people doubted them. They built discipline. They committed to their purpose whether people believed in them or not. They understood that the ones who make history are those who keep working even when no one is watching. A student who only studies when the teacher is watching will never master their subject. An athlete who only trains when the coach is present will never reach their full potential. A leader who only works hard when people are praising them will never truly lead. Because true excellence is not built on applause, it is built on commitment. If you want to be great, stop waiting for people to approve of your journey. Stop asking for permission to be disciplined. Stop looking for confirmation to pursue your vision. You do not need the world to agree with your dream in order for it to come to pass. What you need is discipline, consistent focus, intentional action, whether people recognize it or not. Some of you are delaying your progress because you are waiting for someone to believe in you. You are waiting for encouragement before you take the first step. But hear me today, the ones who succeed are not the ones who wait for motivation. They are the ones who move forward with or without it. They are the ones who decide that their purpose is too important to be put on hold while waiting for the approval of others. Every time you stop working because no one noticed your effort, you are cheating yourself out of your own future. Every time you slow down because no one clapped, you are delaying your own success. You must learn to work in silence. Learn to push forward without applause. Learn to be your own source of motivation. Because the reality is, success is not given to those who are noticed, it is given to those who are disciplined. When you build discipline, you no longer need permission to work hard. You no longer need applause to stay committed. You no longer need validation to be consistent. You work because your vision demands it. You push forward because your purpose requires it. You grind because your destiny depends on it. And when you do this, when you choose discipline over validation, you will rise. Not because people approved of you, but because you built the character required for success. Some of you are on the edge of greatness, but you keep looking around, wondering if people see you. Let me tell you something, they may not see you now, but if you stay disciplined, they will see the results. They may not recognize your work today, but if you remain committed, they will recognize your success tomorrow. Stop seeking validation. Build discipline. Stay consistent. And when your results speak, the world will have no choice but to listen. Every great vision begins in silence. Every world-changing idea, every groundbreaking innovation, every life-altering purpose first conceived in the quietest before it is ever revealed to the world. The greatest visions are not born in the noise of public opinion, but in the stillness of personal discovery. If you want to do something significant with your life, you must learn the power of silence. The problem with many people today is that they want to announce their vision before they have built it. They talk more than they work, and they share more than they prepare. But hear me today, premature exposure can kill a vision before it even has a chance to grow. Not everyone needs to know what you are working on. Not everyone needs to understand your process. Some things must be developed in the secret place before they are ever seen in the public space. Look at nature. The most powerful storms do not begin with loud explosions, they begin with invisible shifts in the atmosphere. The strongest trees do not start as mighty oaks standing tall in the sunlight, they start as tiny seeds buried deep in the soil. The process of growth is always quiet before it is loud. It is always unseen before it is revealed. And the same is true for the vision that is inside of you. Some of you have great dreams, but you keep looking for people to confirm them. You keep waiting for someone to validate what you already know you are supposed to do. But let me tell you something, if your vision is truly from God, not everyone will understand it. Not everyone will support it. Not everyone will believe in it. And if you depend on the approval of others, you will bury your own destiny before it ever has a chance to take root. The greatest visions are birthed in silence. The most powerful leaders are shaped in obscurity. The most successful people are developed when no one is watching. Because silence is not a sign of inactivity, it is a sign of preparation. When you are silent, you are not stagnant, you are strategizing. When you are quiet, you are not failing, you are forming. The greatest builders do not spend their time talking about what they will do, they spend their time building. Look at the life of an architect. Before a building is ever constructed, there are months, sometimes years of quiet planning. No one sees the blueprints. No one hears about the foundation being laid. No one notices the structural reinforcements. But just because it is hidden does not mean it is not happening. And when the time is right, when the work is complete, when the foundation is strong, that is when the building rises and everyone takes notice. Some of you are in the blueprint stage of your vision, and you are frustrated because no one sees what you are working on. You are wondering why no one is celebrating your effort, why no one is acknowledging your progress. But let me encourage you today, stay silent and keep building. Keep developing yourself. Keep growing in wisdom. Keep refining your skills, because the time will come when what you have been working on in secret will be revealed in success. Do not be in a rush to expose what is still in development. A baby is not born the moment it is conceived. It must stay in the womb, in a hidden place, growing and forming until it is ready for the world. If it comes out too soon, it will not survive. The same is true for your vision. If you expose it before it is mature, it may not survive the weight of opposition, doubt, and distraction. Some of you are looking at others and wondering why they are being recognized while you are still in the shadows. But hear me today, your time is coming, your moment is being prepared. Do not despise the season of silence, because it is in this season that you are becoming who you need to be. When the time is right, the world will see what you have been working on, and they will wonder how you did it. But they will not know the silent hours, the unseen work, the private sacrifices. That is why you must protect your vision. Stop seeking permission from people who do not understand your assignment. Stop waiting for approval before you move forward. Work in silence. Build in private. Develop in the unseen places. Because when the vision is ready, when the foundation is strong, when the preparation is complete, there will be no need for an announcement. Your results will introduce you. Stay focused. Stay silent. And when the time is right, your vision will speak for itself. Too many people are trapped in the cycle of seeking approval, living their lives according to the expectations of others. They measure their progress by how many people notice them, how many compliments they receive, how many people agree with their plans. But listen carefully, true success is not about being seen, it is about being prepared. The process of becoming great is not determined by public approval, but by private discipline. If you want to accomplish something meaningful, you must learn to focus on the process, not public approval. The problem with chasing recognition is that it makes you dependent on other people's opinions. When they cheer for you, you feel motivated. When they ignore you, you lose momentum. But the reality is, public approval is unreliable. People's opinions change. They celebrate you today and forget about you tomorrow. If your motivation is based on their applause, you will live a life of inconsistency, always rising and falling based on whether or not people are watching. That is why you must shift your focus from being seen to being prepared. Because when the opportunity comes, it will not ask you if you were noticed, it will ask you if you were ready. Success is a process, and that process is often lonely. Look at the lives of great athletes. The real work is not done in the stadium where thousands are cheering. It is done in the empty gym, in the early mornings, in the late nights when no one is watching. It is done in the disciplined hours of practice when there is no crowd, no cameras, no recognition. The ones who succeed are not the ones who wait for motivation. They are the ones who stay committed to the process, even in silence. Too many people want instant results. They want recognition before they have developed skill. They want the rewards before they have embraced the discipline. But hear me today, before any great achievement is seen in public, it is built in private. A seed does not grow into a tree overnight. It spends months, even years, developing roots beneath the surface before it ever breaks through the ground. The deeper the roots, the stronger the tree. And the same is true for your success. If you focus on growing your roots, on developing your character, your skills, your discipline, then when the time comes, you will not just rise, you will remain standing. Some of you are frustrated because you feel overlooked. You are working hard, but no one seems to notice. You are pushing forward, but no one is applauding. But let me encourage you today, stay focused on the process. Your work is not in vain. Every effort, every sacrifice, every hour of preparation is shaping you into the person you need to be. Do not rush to be seen. Rush to be ready. Because when the moment comes, your preparation will be what sets you apart. Think about an architect designing a skyscraper. The first phase is not about making the building look beautiful. It is about laying a strong foundation. It is about precision, patience, and structural integrity. No one admires the foundation because it is hidden beneath the ground. But without it, the building cannot stand. If the foundation is weak, the structure will collapse under pressure. The same is true for your success. If you spend more time chasing attention than building your foundation, you will not have the strength to sustain what you are asking for. Stop worrying about who is watching. Stop looking for approval before you move forward. If you want to be great, commit to the process. Read when no one tells you to. Work when there is no immediate reward. Train when there is no audience, because every great achievement is built on the discipline that no one sees. Many people fail not because they lack talent, but because they lack consistency. They start strong but lose focus when the excitement fades. They work hard for a few days, but when no one notices, they slow down. Listen to me, success is not given to the ones who start. It is given to the ones who stay committed. The ones who grind in silence, who keep going when others quit, who push through when it's difficult, those are the ones who will rise when the time comes. Do not let the need for approval distract you from the work that really matters. Stay disciplined, stay focused, keep growing even when no one is looking. Because when the process is complete, when the foundation is strong, when your preparation is undeniable, there will be no need for applause. Your results will do the talking. Work while others watch. Prepare when no one notices. And when the time is right, your success will be impossible to ignore. Too many people waste time trying to convince others of their potential. They talk about their plans, they announce their goals, they seek approval before they even take the first step. But listen to me, greatness is never proven with words, it is proven with results. The world does not respect what you say you will do, it respects what you actually accomplish. If you truly want to succeed, stop talking so much and start doing more. Let your results speak louder than your words. The problem with constantly talking about your dreams is that it gives a false sense of accomplishment. You feel good saying it. You feel motivated telling people about your plans. But talking is not the same as working. And motivation without discipline leads to nothing. This is why many people start strong but never finish. They love the idea of success, but they do not love the process of achieving it. They enjoy the excitement of sharing their vision, but they do not have the patience to grind in silence until that vision becomes reality. Look at the most successful people in the world. They are not the ones who announce their every move. They are not the ones who seek validation before they take action. They are the ones who are busy working, busy building, busy executing. And when their results finally appear, people are left wondering, where did they come from? How did they do it? But what they do not see are the years of preparation, the late nights, the early mornings, the discipline that went unnoticed. A farmer does not go around telling everyone he has planted a seed. He does not stand in the field shouting about what he is growing. He simply works. He waters the soil. He removes the weeds. He stays committed to the process. And in time, when the season is right, the harvest speaks for itself. The same is true for your success. If you stay committed to the process, if you remain focused on your work, your results will be the proof that no one can deny. Some of you are frustrated because you feel like people do not take you seriously. You feel overlooked, underestimated, ignored. But hear me today, stop worrying about who's paying attention. Stop wasting time trying to prove yourself with words. If you keep working, if you keep pushing forward, if you stay disciplined in the unseen hours, a time will come when your results will be undeniable. A time will come when your success will silence every doubt, every critic, every person who ever questioned your ability. The reason why results are so powerful is that they cannot be debated. People can argue with opinions, but they cannot argue with evidence. When a tree bears fruit, no one can deny that it is alive. When a building stands tall, no one can say it was never constructed. And when you produce results, no one can question whether or not you are capable. This is why you must stay focused on execution. Let people wonder. Let them doubt. Let them ignore you. None of it matters, because in the end, your work will be the loudest voice in the room. Think about an athlete training for the Olympics. He does not spend time telling everyone how great he will be. He does not argue with people who doubt him. He does not waste energy proving himself with words. He simply trains. He wakes up before the sun rises. He runs when others are sleeping. He lifts weights when no one is watching. And when the day of competition arrives, he does not need to explain himself. His results, the speed, the strength, the victory speak for him. Some of you have been grinding in silence, and you are wondering when your time will come. You are wondering when people will finally recognize your effort. But let me remind you, recognition is not your goal. Results are your goal. If you stay committed, if you keep working, if you refuse to quit, there will come a day when your results will be impossible to ignore. There will come a day when the very people who doubted you will ask, how did you do it? But you will know the truth that while they were talking, you were working. While they were distracted, you were focused. While they were waiting for approval, you were preparing for success. Do not be discouraged if no one sees you right now. Do not be frustrated if people do not believe in you yet. That is not your concern. Your only responsibility is to keep building, keep growing, keep pushing forward. Because when the time is right, when your preparation meets opportunity, when your work finally manifests, there will be no need for an explanation. Your results will say everything that needs to be said. Stay focused. Keep grinding. And when your results appear, the world will have no choice but to take notice. There is a time for everything, a time to prepare and a time to reveal, a time to work in silence and a time to let the results speak. But hear me today, if you try to expose your work before it is ready, you will ruin what was meant to be great. Too many people rush the process because they are desperate to be seen. They want to show progress before it is fully developed. They want recognition before they have built the strength to sustain it. But listen carefully, if you release something too soon, you risk losing everything you work for. The most dangerous thing you can do is step into the spotlight before your foundation is strong. Success is not just about reaching the top. It is about staying there. And staying there requires patience, discipline, and preparation. If you rise too soon without the right character, without the right habits, without the right foundation, the same success that was meant to bless you will break you. That is why the process of working in silence is so important. It is not about hiding, it is about developing. It is about building endurance, wisdom, and skill so that when the time comes, you do not just arrive, you thrive. Look at a builder constructing a skyscraper. Before the building rises, the foundation is dug deep. The deeper the foundation, the higher the building can go. But if the foundation is shallow, it does not matter how beautiful the exterior looks, it will collapse under pressure. Some people are more focused on looking successful than actually becoming successful. They want to post about their journey. They want people to admire their progress, but they are not willing to do the real work required to sustain long-term success. They rush the process, and when challenges come, they fall apart. If you look at history, the people who truly succeeded were not the ones who rushed into visibility. They were the ones who built themselves in private. They were the ones who embraced the process, developed discipline, and prepared when no one was looking. When their moment came, they did not crumble under pressure because they had spent years strengthening themselves in the unseen places. A tree does not bear fruit in the first season. It goes through years of growth, years of unseen development, years of deepening its roots. And then, when the time is right, it produces fruit in abundance. But if you cut it open too soon, you destroy what it was meant to become. The same is true for your journey. If you reveal too much too early, you risk losing the very thing you were working toward. Some things need to stay in the secret place until they are ready. Some dreams need time to mature before they are exposed. Some visions need to be protected until they have the strength to stand on their own. Some of you are frustrated because you feel hidden. You feel like you are working, but no one sees it. You feel like you are growing, but no one acknowledges it. But hear me today, your hidden season is a blessing not a punishment. It is in this season that you are being prepared for what is coming. It is in this season that you are being strengthened so that when you step into the next level, you will not be shaken. Do not despise the process. Do not rush to be seen, because when the time is right, nothing and no one can stop what has been prepared in silence. Success that lasts is not built on public approval. It is built on private discipline. The ones who endure, the ones who truly thrive, are not the ones who are obsessed with being noticed. They are the ones who remain focused when no one is watching. They are the ones who refuse to cut corners for the sake of recognition. They are the ones who trust the timing of the process and refuse to expose something before it's ready. Many people fail not because they lack potential, but because they reveal too much too soon. They step into positions they are not ready for. They share ideas that are not yet mature. They expose themselves to pressure they have not built the strength to handle. But the wise ones, the ones who understand the power of patience, are the ones who endure. They know that when the foundation is strong, when the preparation is complete, when the process has done its work, the results will be undeniable. Do not fear being hidden. Do not be anxious for recognition. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Stay committed to the work. Because when the season is right, when the preparation is complete, when the foundation is unshakable, nothing will be able to stop what you have built. Move in silence, grow in wisdom. And when the time is right, your success will speak for itself. Everything great begins in silence. Every strong foundation is built in the unseen. Every lasting success is developed in the quiet hours of discipline, focus, and patience. The world may not see your effort now, but that does not mean it is in vain. Keep building, keep grinding, keep growing. Because when the time is right, your results will speak louder than any words ever could. Do not rush the process. Do not seek approval before you are ready. Do not waste time trying to convince people who do not understand your vision. Let your work be the proof. Let your results be the response. Stay committed, stay focused, and trust that when the preparation is complete, the opportunity will come. Your future is not in the hands of opinions. It is in the hands of discipline, perseverance, and patience. Keep moving forward even when no one is watching. Keep sharpening your skills even when no one is applauding. Because one day those who ignored you will have no choice but to recognize the greatness that was developed in silence. Good luck on your journey. Stay strong, stay focused, and when your time comes, rise with confidence. Thank you